Professor Black Ops, you see it. Let's get it. Analysis. There is now some public evidence that China is viewing TikTok's data. Right. So that's been we've been chopping it up about TikTok, China, public data, and what's really happening. So the cybersecurity industry and intelligence agency has been saying that for quite some time. So once again, let's look at the quick article. U.S. official has long insisted that Chinese governments may be able to view personal information of TikTok users, but that claim was purely speculative until now. Once again, the link will be in the description. And in what appears to be the first, a former employee of ByteDance, TikTok's Beijing parent company, has outlined a specific claim that Chinese Communist Party accessed data of TikTok users on a broad scale and for political purposes. Right. So that's what the community's scared of. So a lot of people say, oh, wow, it's just data, but I can influence you to vote a certain way. I can figure out where you live. I got location data. I can figure out what political party you like. So once again, that really makes the intelligence agencies nervous. FBI, CIA, all the three-letter agencies, right? In a court filing this week, the former employee of ByteDance, I messed the name up, Young Tao Yu, alleged the CCP spied on pro-democracy protesters in Hong Kong in 2018 by using a backdoor access to TikTok to identify and monitor activists in local locations and communications. Multiple security experts told CNN that it appears to be the first reported allegations of the CCP accessing actual TikTok users' data. This is an explosive claim, which ByteDance disputes. Could inflame a global debate of whether TikTok poses a security threat and whether policymakers are right to ban the short form video app. Oh, I think it's going to get banned. The evidence, such as it is, remains rather thin. It is sworn statement by you who is suing ByteDance in a wrongful termination case in California State Court. The declaration does not provide documentation, internal messaging, or other primary source material to substitute the claim. But you, who pledged under penalty of perjury that he's telling the truth, alleges he views access logs showing the CCP official, whom YU describes as part of a special committee with dedicated physical access to ByteDance and Beijing's office, uses as so-called God credential to bypass any privacy protection that the company may have otherwise applied to TikTok data. The committee and external investigation used the God credentials to identify and locate Hong Kong protesters, civil rights activists, and supporters of the protests alleged in the filing. From the logs, I saw the committee access the protesters, civil rights activists, supporters of unique user data, locations, and communication. The filing was first reported by the Wall Street Journal. TikTok declined to comment on the allegation. In a statement, ByteDance spokesperson sought to discredit Yu's claim as an opportunist publicity grab, right? Because he's suing the company, so they believe it's a publicity grab, trying to help his case, of course. We plan to vigorously oppose what we believe that are baseless claims and allegations in this complaint. The statement said, adding that Yu's employment at ByteDance, app known as Flipgram, was terminated in 2018 after working for a company for less than a year. It's curious that Mr. Yu has never raised these allegations in the 5 years since he was employed at Flipgram, was terminated in July 2018. His actions are clearly intended to garner media attention. Types of data CCP has access suggests include device identifiers, network information such as IP address, users and direct messaging, along with search, browsing history. TikTok announced its withdrawal from Hong Kong in 2020 after Chinese opposed a national security law there. James Lewis, an information security expert at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, an information security expert at the University of Toronto Citizen Lab, both agreed that Yu's claims appear to be the first to identify a specific circumstance where the CCP actually accessed TikTok data. There has been isolated reports of improper access to TikTok data in the past. Most notably, ByteDance has acknowledged having fired a number of employees who sought to access account information belonging to several journalists. The improper access, company officials said, was misguided attempt to identify the source of a leak to the press. This situation appears to have been limited to several individuals, however, did not appear to involve agents working on behalf of the CCP. By contrast, U officials have characterized their suspicion of TikTok in much broader terms, describing fears of the Chinese government using TikTok data to inform large scale intelligence gathering operations to promote disinformation campaigns at a societal level. So that's the part I worry about right there. Promote disinformation campaigns at a societal level. When Rob Joyce, the National Security Agency Director of Cybersecurity, was asked by the reporters in December to articulate his security concerns about TikTok, he offered general warning about the potential for harm rather than the specific allegations. People are always looking for the smoking gun in these technologies, Joyce said. I characterize this much more as a loaded gun. TikTok CEO Chu previously told U.S. lawmakers that the company has never been asked by the Chinese government for data on its United States users. It would never comply with such a request. TikTok has also said it's implementing a plan to store user data on a third-party United States-based server. With access to data controlled by United States employees, the company is moving to implement a similar solution for European data. But Chu and other TikTok officials have also balked at answering specific questions about the nature of TikTok relationships to ByteDance or ByteDance relationship to the Chinese government, right? So if you want to answer specific questions about you relating to the Chinese government, that's a little suspicious. The allegations by you concerning Hong Kong dissidents are much closer to the nature of types of concern raised by the United States government. They imply direct interference of Chinese officials in the business of operation of a private company, ultimately leading to a broad-based surveillance intended to shut down democratic activity. Use claims that have still yet to be proven, but they provide a rare, if not first, substantial accusation of what many have hypothesized as merely as a possibility. So once again, there's a new public evidence that China's been viewing TikTok data. I think it's happening. Once again, it's speculation. So once again, Professor Black Ops, please subscribe. I think TikTok's watching China's data. Well, China's watching TikTok's data, which is the United States data. Please subscribe. Thank you very much.